2, 1.
Hello, my name is Silas Hearn, and I'm studying welding here at Everett Community College, and this is for the business communications class here. I'm going to be doing a comprehensive breakdown of how to start a one wheel, how to ride it a little bit back and forth, and what kind of safety equipment you need to really get going and make sure that you stay safe out there. So first thing you're going to do is find the power button. It's right here on the front left part of the board, and then it's going to turn on the light. The white light is on the front, and once you see the light on, you know that you're almost there and you're almost riding it. So the next thing to do is put your back foot on the back of the board, and then you're going to put the front foot on the front of the board. And this is where you want to pay attention to the blue lights. So when you put your toe on, it activates the right light, and when you put your heel on, it activates the left light. When you put both of them together, that's when both the sensors are engaged. That is the moment where you know your board is on and you can engage the motor. And the next step is tipping it forward. The biggest mistake people make when they start one-wheeling is they lean forward too far, and then that engages the throttle and you're out of balance and you're going, back and forth, or you're trying to slow the one wheel down before you even know how to ride it. So in order to tip it forward, you're gonna just tip it forward almost all the way level, but not quite. It has a computer inside of it which will activate once you're tipped a little bit, and it'll tip you the rest of the way. So you kind of tip it, boom, and then you're on it and you're moving. So, and then to deactivate it, you lift your heel up and you wait until you hear the motor click off, and then you can take your foot off the board. If you don't wait for the motor to click off, the board is still going to be activated, and it's gonna either go that way or this way, one or the other. You don't want to step off the board when the motor's engaged, because the throttle is going to start going one way or the other, and the wheel will spin. So once again, to start it, you get your foot on the board. You pretty much know that the sensors are activated when both your feet are on the pads, and you start moving around. And left and right, all that good stuff. Anyways, we're gonna bring you guys over here to the bench where we got the safety gear. So once again, you step on it, move forward, and when you're ready to stop, oops, that wasn't how I planned that. Here, I'll also do another little breakdown of how you want to stop. You don't want to stop the board and then lift your heel up. You want to lift your heel up as you're coasting to a stop, because it's really hard to balance on your toe when you've already stopped the board. So you kind of want to be moving a little bit when you lift your heel up, and it's much easier to balance the board. And that's basically how you start the one wheel and how you ride it back and forth a little bit. Anyways, one of the first things I got here is a brush. The brush is very important to me because I ride on trails where there's mud and pine needles and leaves, and I'll get a lot of debris on these foot pads, and there's sensors inside of the foot pads. As you can see, when I just touched it, there's a light flickering on and off. So if you get too much mud and debris on the foot pads, it won't work. So you have to clean them off, make it nice and clean. You'll get that the foot pads nice and clean, and that's the brush. It's a secret little tool we have here. The other thing we got that's very important is the wrist guards. You put them on like this. It protects the wrist right there, where it's very fragile. It's prone to fracturing when you fall off of any kind of board, period. So the way you get it to tighten is by pulling these like Velcro straps here, and voila, you've got a one-wheel wrist protector with also this piece of plastic on the top, which protects your hand from bending backwards, which would cause one of your tendons to hyperextend and possibly tear, which doesn't heal like a bone does. That requires much more, longer periods of healing. And these were designed by a wrist surgeon, and so they're called Flex Meter wrist guards, and they're made by Demon United. So they're the best you can get. I think they're the only company that makes this. They're like a patented design, and that's what you want. Like, you gotta trust me on that. So these are the best wrist guards you can get. I highly recommend them. The next thing we got here is a full face motorcycle helmet, or dirt bike helmet, whatever you want to call it. The best part about this is the full face protector on the front of it. This protects your jaw if you accidentally fall down and you go down for a face plant. The last thing you want to do is wear a half shell bicycle helmet and hit your face on a rock, because it will possibly break your jaw or hit your teeth, and you'll either have to go to the dentist or you'll have to go get your jaw wired shut. So both of those are really bad, and you don't want that to happen. And to fit it on your head, you just kind of stick it on there, wiggle it around so it fits good, and you put the helmet strap on, and you make sure it's cinched in tight. Boom, so it doesn't pop off your head. And that's basically it. So we're gonna wrap it up. My name is Silas. Here's the one wheel. Here's the safety gear you need to start, and we will see you later as we ride away.